Alrighty, what's up everyone? Hope you guys are well. Welcome back to a new video. In this video, we're just going to talk about today. I just got done with the live stream for YouTube and in the Clubhouse, finished up a coaching call, and I'm just pretty excited about sharing this day with you. I did pass two 100K combines today with Top Step, so adding another $200,000 to my live capital now, which is pretty awesome, very exciting. Looking forward to it. I did take my payouts. I did receive my payouts from Top Step, so that's all good. And we're just continuing on here. So let's go ahead and talk about today. Today was the 13th of February, and we just were on fire today. We obviously trade all three sessions within the TTE Clubhouse. If you guys don't know what the Clubhouse is yet, it's a live streaming network where we stream Asian session, we stream London session, pre-New York, and then the New York session. We trade gold, we trade NASDAQ. We have a lot of fun. We have a great community. This community is absolutely crushing it right now, getting incredible results. Every day it seems like I could just throw new results up here. I mean, look at these results that the Clubhouse members are getting. So shout out to all you guys really taking advantage of the teaching, the skill set, and just coming ready for the markets, right? Ready to follow your plan and be a professional. So let's go ahead and talk about, real quick, let's talk about TradeZella. This is my yearly performance so far. So we're doing really well. As you can see, we've got a 70% win rate so far this year over the course of 60, 70, 80, almost 100 trades, almost 100 positions. One thing I really love is this 88% daily win rate. So when I'm green on the day, I'm staying green on the day. I hate going from green to red. I very, very rarely let that happen anymore. You have your average win to loss trade. So average winner is looking like 870, average loser 317. So almost a 3R when it comes to trading results here, which is really a big improvement for me over the last, I'd say 6-7 months, going from more of a 1R trader to now almost like a 3R. So pretty awesome to see that. I love this this curve here, very steady, professional curve, just making my way up, you know what I mean? Just continuing to get better and better every day, and you'll have your healthy dips in here from the losses and things like that. But most of my days have been green. I think out of the year so far, we've got I think it's like 24 green days and only 2 red days. So yeah, I have lost some trades, but I haven't really ended the days red for the most part, which is nice. So this is the month of February so far. So doing really well. Had a very small red day here on Monday, but other than that, been trucking away and doing really well here. So let's go ahead and talk about the 2 XFAs that I had passed and some of the trades as well. So let's talk about these XFAs here. So this is going to be one of them. These are 100K accounts. This one, $6,071. So basically just made it. Looks like I took about 6 trades on this account with an 83% win rate, 100% daily win rate. And yeah, looking pretty good. That's one account. This is the other account, which I finished up $6,009. I hit on every one of these trades. So all 4 trades here were just winning trades, and that got me over. So another $200,000 in XFA live funded capital now, which is awesome. And let's go ahead and take a look at some of the trades that we did take today. So this trade was taken in the Asian session. This was in the Clubhouse. So we were kind of ranging. I'm very bullish on gold, right? As you can see, we had gold moving up from this 29, 22 area, just steadily moving up, moving bullish. We were very bullish on the higher time frames like the daily and the 4-hour. And while we were hanging out in Asian session, me and the rest of the squad from the Clubhouse, price was just ranging, and we were really just waiting for a breakout, right? I personally wanted to see a closure above here, above this overall range. If you look to the left-hand side, you had very clean traffic, what I like to call to the left-hand side here. So any closures above, I was looking to go long on that. So it took a while. We were just about to sign off, and right around 10:15 p.m. Eastern, you get this breakout. Now, you may say, well, man, this looks really overextended at this point. Like, we haven't had any sort of pullbacks, and we like to call this like an overextended breakout. So typically, I will tend to let these go, and I will wait for some sort of a retracement, a support to form, and then take the buy off that support. But in last night's Asian session scenario, things were a little bit different. And over here to the left-hand side, you had your previous 4-hour and daily high right here. So a lot of times when price is overextended, it's gonna need a retracement. But what I've come to find out is when it doesn't need a retracement is typically when you are approaching the higher time frame, again, like the 4-hour and the daily previous candles high, which in this case was right there, that wick right there. So on this breakout, we had already pushed through, right? We kind of already broke the highs, end up coming down, closing above that range. We see that there's super clean range to the left hand side. We're out of the no trade range. This is all a no trade range for me, right? And I just wanted to take advantage of this zone right here. So as you officially get a candle that closes above the range, which is going to be obviously this one right here, nice little breakout, you now have that opportunity to take the trade, right? So waited for this lower wick to be formed, placed a buy stop on the break of that high. Price moved up, nice, very nice, right into that range here. Ended up closing, my position. I just passed one of my accounts on that trade, so I didn't need the full range out of this. Although we did hit the full range, I was fully out, by this point here. So W trade, W kind of lessons here too about the 4-hour and the daily wicks and when to take overextended breakouts and when to hold off on them and wait for retracements before taking the buys. So we definitely learned a lot on this trade. And this was just the first trade in this overall zone. So let's go ahead and take a look at the second trade. This is going to be the trade in London session. So I know this one looks a little like what trade is that type of deal, but let me just explain to you why I took this trade. So although you can't really see it here, this is the 15-minute time frame, right? But if we talk about the 30-minute time frame, like let's say right over here, so you had price kind of coming down like this, right? So you see those candles there. So you had price kind of moving down like that, right? And we were very bullish. My bias was very bullish, right? I'm assuming, hey, this is probably going to be the pullback. By the way, this is after the buys were taken. So remember the buys I just showed you? After we filled that range, we end up coming down, right? And that's when I'm getting up and getting ready to start trading London session. So you had this 30-minute candle kind of close like this, where you had a big exhaustion wick to the downside. We call this the inverted celery play. You had a big exhaustion wick to the downside. Price ultimately created support. And then the next candle is where I took my buy position. So it doesn't look like this over here just because it's a 15-minute time frame, but right there is where I took the buy, and that kind of looks something like this. So that's what that trade ended up looking like. That was another winning trade. Hit big on this one. I had 10 lots open for this inverted celery, which right now currently has 100% win rate. So I had to throw the size on this trade, and that ultimately pushed me pretty far ahead of the game there when it came to one of my accounts. So that was the trade taken in a London session, and then this was the New York trade. So this was the trade taken in the NY or pre-NY sesh here. You had obviously a beautiful breakout, same thing. You see how this candle is exhausted from the downside, ends up remaining above this overall zone. Next candle comes down, makes a low. My entry is at the flip of that candle to fill this range over here. As you can see, I love to trade in clean traffic territory, right? I hate trading in choppiness like this. I love trading in clean zones. So as you can see, man, most trades are pretty much the same. I only have a handful of setups that I take in the market, and it's either they're there or not. You know what I mean? So if they're there, I've got to execute. If they're not, then I'm forced to wait. So this is the video here. Do we have to talk about anything else in this video? I'm not sure. I'm kind of just winging this video here, doing a bit of a trade recap, a bit of a combine recap here. But if you guys have any questions, if you guys want to learn this trading style, tune into the free YouTube live streams, and if you like what you see, then come on into the Clubhouse. We really are making moves. It's a very tight-knit group there, and a lot of success happening in the Clubhouse right now as people are getting funded, taking payouts, and it's just a super cool thing to see within my community. So again, if you guys want to learn more about this trading style, how I'm able to put days like this together and months like this together. This is February so far. This was January of last month, which was just a phenomenal month. And all we're doing is really just sticking to the plan, staying process focused, not really caring too much about the results, but just letting our system play out, letting our price action system guide us in everything that we do. So we teach this all day, every day on the YouTube live streams. Come check us out there. If you have any questions, comment on this video. If you stuck around for the full video, type TTE to the moon, and we'll see y'all on the next video. Let's get it.